What's up, guys? It's Marshall Savage. Well, Marshall. Today we're gonna make this is the first time I've ever done this, but we're gonna make predictions for all 32 teams. We're gonna predict the whole NFL schedule. Oh, see who wins, who loses. Yeah, let's do this. So this year I've never done this before. This is the very first time we're doing this. So this year I was like, so a couple weeks ago, I was like, yeah, you know what? I should predict the whole schedule. Yeah. Now schedule's out. So yeah, let's do this. Uh Yeah, without further, let's get started. All right, so here's a simulator. I haven't even tested this, so let's see. Let's hope this works out. Uh, hate ads? Yes, that's why I'm an ad blocker. All right, so we're gonna start with week one. This might be a little bit of a lengthy video. It's okay. Let's do this. Let's start with the AFC matchups, just the AFC teams. Jaguars versus Colts. I'm gonna go with Jaguars, even though it's probably Anthony Richardson's first start. Bengals versus Browns. I'm gonna go Bengals. Texas versus Ravens. I'll go Ravens. Raiders versus Broncos. I'm actually gonna go with the Broncos. I feel like they have a more stable team at this point. We'll see though. Miami versus LA. Chargers. This will be a good one. I'm gonna go with Los Angeles stuff. Oh, this one's interesting. Buffalo versus New York Jets. I'm gonna go with the Jets. I think it'd be a really close one though. AFC versus NFC matchups. Detroit versus Kansas City. I'm gonna go Kansas City. San Francisco versus Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go San Francisco. Titans versus Saints. I'm gonna go Saints winning it. Then Eagles versus Patriots. I'm gonna go with the Eagles in this one. NFC only matchups. Cardinals versus the Commanders. Commanders. Panthers versus the Falcons. I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Buccaneers versus Vikings. I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna go with the Bears. I think they're gonna beat Green Bay. LA versus Seattle. I'm gonna go Seattle. And Cowboys versus Giants. I'm actually gonna go with the Cowboys on this one. I feel like they're gonna win it. Yeah. Here we go. Here's what the standings are looking like. Let's go to week number 2. All right. So AFC matchups. Kansas City versus Jacksonville. I don't know why. I think we're gonna see Jacksonville win it. I think it'd be one of those Kansas City throwaway games. Ravens versus Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Raiders versus Bills. I'm gonna go with the Bills in that one. Chargers versus Titans. I'm gonna go with Chargers. Colts versus Texans. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. Versus Texans. I'm gonna go with this. Be interesting matchups. I mean, Stroud and Richardson. I have a feeling Texans are gonna win it. Dolphins versus Patriots. I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Browns versus Steelers. I'm gonna go Steelers. AFC versus NFC. Cowboys versus Jets. That's gonna be a fun one. Cowboys at the Jets. Jets at the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Jets though. I think they're gonna win it. Washington versus Broncos. I'm gonna go with the Broncos in that one. Yeah. The NFC. Oh, this is an interesting one. Vikings versus Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles. Bears versus Buccaneers. I'm gonna go with the Bears in that one. Green Bay versus Falcons. I'm actually gonna go with the Packers on this one. I don't know why. Seattle versus Detroit. I'm gonna go Detroit on this one. That's how big it came out. San Francisco versus Rams. I'm gonna go. Oh shoot. I do think that the Shots will beat the Cardinals. I think the 49ers are going to beat the Rams. And Saints versus Panthers, I hate to do it, but we somehow always find a way to lose the second game, so I'm going to go with that one. Anyways, let's go to the next one. All right, here we go. AFC matchups, Titans versus Browns. I'll go Browns on this one. Texas versus Jaguars, I'll go Jaguars. Colts versus Ravens, I'll go Ravens. Broncos versus Dolphins, I'm gonna go Dolphins in that one. Patriots versus the Jets, I'm gonna go Jets. Steelers versus the Raiders. I'm actually gonna go with the Steelers here. And then Bengals versus Commanders. Excuse me, Bills versus Commanders. Sorry. I'm gonna go with the Bills on this one. Vikings versus Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers. Like I said, Chargers. Chargers. Bears versus Chiefs. I'm gonna go Chiefs on that one. And for Super Bowl rematch, baby. Rams versus Bengals. I think the Bengals are gonna beat them actually this time. For real though. NFC matchups, New York Giants versus San Francisco 49ers. I'm gonna go with I'll go 49ers on that one. Falcons versus Lions. I'm gonna go the Lions. Saints versus Packers. I'm gonna go with I'll actually go with the Saints, although I could see them losing that game, honestly. Panthers versus Seahawks. I'm gonna go Seahawks on that one. Cowboys versus Cardinals, Cowboys. And then Eagles versus Bucks. I'm gonna go with Eagles. Next up. All right. Week 4. Let's do this. Dolphins versus Bills. I'm gonna go. I don't know why I don't feel like the Dolphins are gonna beat them. I'll go Dolphins on that one. Browns versus Ravens versus Browns. I'm gonna go with I'll go with the Ravens. Steelers versus Texans. I don't know why I feel the Texans are gonna win that one. Bengals versus Titans. I'm gonna go Bengals. Raiders versus Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers. Oh, this will be interesting. Chiefs versus Jets. I'm gonna go with. This is an interesting one. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs on this one. All right, and then Falcons versus Jaguars. I'm gonna go Jaguars. Rams versus Colts. I'll go Colts on that one. Broncos versus Bears. I'll actually go Broncos on this one. And then Patriots versus Cowboys. I'll go Cowboys. Let's see. Lions versus Packers. I'm gonna go with the Lions. Vikings versus the Panthers. I'll go Panthers on this one. Commanders versus Philly. I'm gonna go with Philly on that one. Buccaneers versus Saints. I'm gonna go with the Saints on that one. Cardinals versus 49ers, excuse me. All right, I'll go 49ers in. Seahawks versus Giants. I'm gonna go Giants in this one. All right, next week. This for the bye week. Sorry. Okay, there we go. All right, now so any matchups, AFC. Jacksonville versus Bills. I'm actually gonna go with Jacksonville in this one. I think they'd be really good next year. Titans versus Colts. I'm gonna go Colts in that one. Baltimore versus Steelers. I'm actually gonna go Steelers on that one. Jets versus Broncos. I'm gonna go Jets. But it's Nathaniel Hackett versus his old team, I guess, in that point. Yeah. Let's see. Giants versus Dolphins. I'm gonna go I'm actually gonna go Giants on that one. Texans versus Falcons. I'm actually gonna go with the Texans. Uh, I feel like that's gonna happen. Saints versus Patriots. I don't know why. I have a feeling the Patriots are gonna beat them. I'll go with that. Bengals versus Cardinals. I'm gonna go with Bengals, obviously. Uh, Kansas City versus Vikings. Vikings are probably fine anyway, but I'll go Kansas City. Green Bay versus Raiders. I'm gonna go with the Raiders here. The team I thought Aaron Rodgers was gonna go to at first. Uh, Bears versus Commanders. I'm gonna go Commanders in this one. Uh, Panthers versus Lions. Gonna go with Lions. Uh, Eagles versus Rams. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. And it would just be interesting one. Cowboys versus 49ers. I'm gonna go 49ers. All right, next up. AFC. Broncos versus Chiefs. I'm gonna go Chiefs. Ravens versus Titans. I'm actually gonna go Ravens. Gotcha there. Colts versus Jaguars. I'll go Jaguars. And Patriots versus Raiders. I'm gonna go Patriots on that one. Uh, Carolina versus Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Bengals versus Seahawks. I don't know why that's there, but I don't know why I'm feeling the Seahawks are gonna beat them. Why are there beds right there? Seahawks, San Francisco versus Browns. I'm gonna go San Francisco. Saints versus Texans. I'm gonna go with Saints. Eagles versus Jets. I'm gonna go with the Jets on that one. Giants versus the Bills. I'm actually thinking it's gonna be the Giants. Uh, as good as the Bulls are, I think it's be the Giants at that point. Oh, I just realized. Cowboys versus Chargers. I'm gonna go with the I'm actually gonna go with the Chargers on this one. Yeah. Let's see. NFC Washington versus Falcons. I'm gonna go with the Commanders actually. I'll go with the Falcons actually. Sorry. Uh, Lions versus Buccaneers. I'm gonna go with the Lions. Um, Vikings versus Bears. I'm gonna go with the Bears. And Cardinals versus Rams. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals here. I think that'll be like one of the only games they won. It's gonna be a crap show. Uh, let's see. AFC Bengals. Excuse me. Bills versus Patriots. I'm gonna go with the Bills. Browns versus Colts. I'm gonna go with the Colts right here. Um, Chargers versus Chiefs. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna give it this game. I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs. Uh, Jaguars versus Saints. I say it's to the Jaguars though. Lions versus Ravens. I'll go Ravens on this one. Um, Raiders versus Bears. I'm gonna go with the Bears. Steelers versus Rams. I don't know why. I feel like the Rams are gonna win that one. Uh, Bronco. Oh, what? Oh shoot! Sorry. Oh, I was saying something else. Packers versus. I was like, they didn't play each other. I didn't realize it was the Jets that played them. Packers. Still trying to get used to it. Packers versus Broncos. I'm gonna go Broncos in that one. Uh, Dolphins versus Eagles. I think the Dolphins are gonna beat them. Falcons versus Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers will beat them. One of the only games they won that year. Yeah. Uh, Commanders versus Giants. We go Giants. Uh, Arizona versus Seahawks. I'm gonna go Seahawks. And 49ers versus the Vikings. I'm gonna go. I don't know why. I think the Vikings are gonna pull it off though. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what's going. All right, here we go. No Byron. Interesting. Uh, well, a lot of AFC versus NFC matchups that week. Let's start with these. Jaguars versus Steelers. I think the Steelers are going to beat them that time. Patriots versus the Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Chiefs versus Broncos. I'm going to go with. You know what? I think it's finally time in the industry. I think the Broncos are going to win the game. Let's see. I think Sean Payton's really going to be helpful to them. Buccaneers versus the Bills. Bills going to beat the crap out of them. Texans versus the. Oh, this will be an interesting matchup. We have Stroud versus Young. Two of the top draft picks hit each other. Actually, the three. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'll go for Panthers on that one. Let's see. Jets versus Giants. This a neutral site, I guess you could call it. I'm gonna watch that game. I think it's been really close. I think the Giants are gonna pull off. I think they're gonna win in their home stadium against their team and in their home stadium, I guess. Yeah. Isaiah's texting. Let's go. Giants. Saints versus Colts. I'm gonna go with the Saints. Falcons versus the Titans. I'm gonna go Titans. I think they're probably gonna win it. I'm sorry, Wafiq. I don't think your team's gonna be great again. Browns versus Seahawks. I'm gonna go with. I think the Browns will somehow beat them. Ravens versus Cardinals. Ravens. By the way, I think every team actually doesn't win now. Yep. Bengals versus 49ers. That's gonna be a really crazy one. I'll go for Bengals at that one. Bears versus Chargers. I'm gonna go. Actually, the Bears are gonna beat them. Upset. Raiders versus Lions. What about the Lions? Eagles versus Commanders. I don't know why. It's probably gonna be really stupid. I'll give them a tie. I think that's gonna be a tie game. I think the Commanders are just the type of team that tie with them. Vikings versus Packers. I'll go Packers on that one. Rams versus Cowboys. I'm gonna go Cowboys. Okay, here we go. Next up. All right. Titans versus Seahawks. I'm gonna go Seals in that one. Dolphins versus Kansas City. I don't know why, but I think the Dolphins will beat them. Bills versus Bengals. I'm gonna go Bengals. There's hopefully no collapses on the field this time. For that game. Chargers versus the Jets. I'm actually go to Chargers with this one. I think an upset. I think the Chargers will be a force to be reckoned with this year. Commanders versus Patriots. I'm gonna go Patriots on that one. Cardinals versus Proud. I don't know why. I think the Cardinals are gonna beat them some way, somehow. I assume Clayton Tune will be the starting QB, if I had to guess, or Colt McCoy. I don't know. Or even David Ball, who knows? Anyways, Seahawks versus Ravens. I'm gonna go. I feel like the Seahawks will beat them. Buccaneers versus Texans. I'm gonna go Texans on that one. Colts versus Panthers. I think the Colts will win that one. That'll be Richardson versus Young. Supposed to get Richardson versus Stroud twice this year. At least twice. Maybe we'll make the playoffs. We'll see. Giants versus the Raiders. I doubt they're gonna make the playoffs though. Oh, those two teams are Colts and the Texans. Giants versus Raiders. I'm gonna go with the Giants. Vikings versus Falcons. I'll go Falcons on that one. Bears versus Saints. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I think the Bears are gonna. Rams versus Green Bay. I'll go the Rams on that one. Cowboys versus Eagles. I'm actually gonna go with the Cowboys on that one. Wait, hold up. All right. Okay, I'm sorry, but let me see. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry. All right, week 10. Browns versus the Ravens. I think the Browns will beat them at that point. Somewhere, somehow. Texas versus Bengals. I think the Bengals will win. Colts versus Patriots. I'm actually to go with the Colts on this one. Let's see. Jets versus Raiders. I'll go Jets. Broncos versus Bills. I think I don't know why. Just kidding. I think the Bills will win it. Let's see. 49ers versus Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are going to beat them. Titans versus Buccaneers. I think the Titans will beat them. Green Bay versus Steelers. I'll go Steelers on that one. Lions versus the Chargers. I'll go Lions on that one. NFC. Panthers versus the Bears. I'm gonna go Bears on that one. Saints versus Vikings. I think the Saints will probably capture them for once. For the love of God, capture them. Let's see. I'm gonna take out these votes actually. I don't even know. Let's see. Falcons versus the Cardinals. I think Giants versus Cowboys. I think the Giants will beat them. Excuse me. Commanders versus Seahawks. I'll go Seahawks on that one. All right. That's that for that week. Next up, all right. Bengals versus Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to beat them somehow. Raiders versus Dolphins. I'm actually gonna think. I actually think the Raiders will upset them. I'm gonna come in very surprised that we need to upset them. Steelers versus Browns. I think the Browns actually gonna win that game. Titans versus Jaguars. I'm gonna go Jaguars in that one. Jets versus Bills. I'm gonna go Bills. There we go. Cardinals versus Texans. Texans are gonna win that one. Chargers versus Packers. I'm gonna go Chargers. Let's see. I'm gonna pick right. All right, let's see. Vikings versus Broncos. I'll go Broncos. Broncos got to that's right for real this time. We got Super Bowl rematch. Eagles versus Chiefs. I'm gonna go Eagles in this one. think they'll get their revenge, kind of. Nothing's gonna make up for that Super Bowl, though. Obviously, unless if it's another, except the Super Bowl. Shoot. Bears versus Lions. I'm gonna go with the Bears on this one. Cowboys versus Panthers. I'm gonna go Cowboys. Let's see. Giants versus Commanders. I think the Commanders beat them somehow. Buccaneers versus the 49ers. I'm gonna go with 49ers. Seahawks versus Rams. I'm gonna go Seahawks. Let's see, good. Moving on. Miami versus New York Jets. I'm gonna go with. I should go Miami on this one. Who's the Jet? Oh. Steelers versus Bengals. I'm gonna go Bengals. Excuse me. Jaguars versus the Texans. I'm gonna go Jaguars. Browns versus Broncos. I'll go Broncos. Let's see. Wow, let's see. Kansas City versus Raiders. I'm gonna go Chiefs. Ravens versus Chargers. I think the Ravens are actually gonna win that one. Let's see. Patriots versus the Giants. I'll go Giants. Buccaneers versus the Colts. I'll take the Colts win that one. Panthers versus Titans. I think the Titans are going to find a way to win that one. We could see Young versus Levis, depending on the situation. Bills versus Eagles. I'm going to go with the Bills in that one. Packers versus Lions. I'm going to go Lions. Let's see. Commanders versus Cowboys. I'm going to go Cowboys. Let's see. 49ers versus Seahawks. I think the Seahawks can win that one. Saints versus Falcons. I'll go Saints. Rams versus Cardinals. I'll go Rams on that one. Bears versus Vikings. I'll go. I think Kyler might be returned by that time. Bears versus Vikings. I'll go with the Bears. Chargers versus Patriots. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. Colts versus Titans. I'll go Colts. Actually have a solid record. Broncos versus Texans. I think the Texans are actually won that one. Bengals versus Jaguars. I'm gonna go Bengals. Very close though, I think. All right. Let's see. Dolphins versus Commanders. I'll go Dolphins. Cardinals versus Steelers. I'll go Steelers. Falcons versus Jets. I'm gonna go Jets. Browns versus Rams. I'll go Browns on that one. Kansas City versus Green Bay. I think the Chiefs are gonna win that. All right. Seattle versus Dallas. I think Seattle's gonna edge them out by a little bit. Yeah. Panthers versus Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers are gonna win that one for some reason. Lions versus Saints. I'm gonna go Lions. 49ers versus Eagles. I'm gonna go 49ers. I'm gonna get their revenge. Let's see. Well, I'll just is a different image of the cameras. All right. All of a sudden. Patriots versus Steelers. I'm gonna go Steelers. Jaguars versus Browns. I'll go Jaguars. Texans versus Jets. I'll go Jets. Colts versus Bengals. I'm gonna go the Bengals. Let's see. Bills versus Chiefs. I think the Bills are actually gonna beat them. Broncos versus Chargers. I think the Broncos are actually gonna beat them. Look at that. Look at how even it is. Sorry, Raiders. I just don't know if y'all are gonna be that good this year. Tennessee versus Dolphins. I'm gonna go with Dolphins. Rams versus Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Ravens, and then I think the Raiders are gonna beat the Vikings. Falcons versus Buccaneers. I'm gonna go Falcons. Lions versus Bears. I'm gonna go with. I'm actually gonna take the Lions. Are gonna take that one. Saints versus Panthers. I think the Saints are gonna win that one. Seahawks versus 49ers. 49ers won that one. Eagles versus Cowboys. I'll go Eagles. Packers versus Giants. I'll go Giants here. I think they'll be a lot better this year. Brian Dable really saved that team, in my opinion. Here we go. Chargers versus Raiders. I'm gonna go. I think the Raiders are gonna upset them. Steelers versus Colts. I'm gonna go the Steelers on this one. Shoot. Jets versus Dolphins. I'll go Jets on this one. They're gonna trap the Jets, no pun intended, and win that game. We might see Stroud versus Levis. We might see a lot of rookie quarterbacks face the season. Texans versus Titans. I'll go Texans. Ravens versus Jaguars. I'll go Jaguars. Chiefs versus Patriots. Just kidding. We're gonna go with the Chiefs. Let's see. Bears versus Browns. I'm gonna go Bears on that one. Broncos versus Lions. I'm gonna go Lions on that one. Minnesota versus Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Cowboys versus Bills. I'll go with the Cowboys. Falcons versus Panthers. I'm gonna go with Falcons. I go with that one. Buccaneers versus Packers. I'm actually gonna go with the Buccaneers here. Let's see. Giants versus Saints. I'll go with the Giants in this one. 49ers versus Cardinals. I'm gonna go 49ers. Commanders versus Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams in that one. Eagles versus Seahawks. I'll go with the Eagles on this one. Not by much, though. I don't think. Yeah. All right. Bengals versus Steelers. I hate to say it, but I think the Steelers are gonna win that one. Bills versus Chargers. I'm gonna go with Chargers. Browns versus Texans. I'll go Browns on that one. Patriots versus Broncos. I'll go Broncos. Raiders versus Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Commanders versus Jets. Jets. About that. Colts versus Falcons. I think the Falcons are gonna win that one. Seahawks versus Titans. I'll go Seahawks. Jaguars versus Bucks. I'll go Jaguars. Cowboys versus Dolphins. I'll actually go with the Dolphins. Ravens versus 49ers. I'm gonna go with the 49ers. Saints versus Rams. Please beat them. I think they'll beat them again this year. Packers versus Panthers. I think the Packers are gonna win that one. Let's look at the records right now. Lions versus Vikings. I'll go Lions. Cardinals versus Bears. I'll go Bears. I'll go. Giants versus Eagles. I'm actually gonna go with the Giants on this one. No, not another tie. Giants. Oh. All right, moving on. Jets versus Browns. I'm gonna go with the Jets. Let's see. Raiders versus Colts. I'll go Colts on that one. Wait, hold on. Dolphins versus Ravens. I'll go Ravens on that one. Patriots versus the Bills. I'll go Bills. Titans versus Texans. I think the Texans will beat them. Bengals versus Chiefs. I think the Bengals will beat them. One time. They only lost them one time. They're beating three the other times though. It's gonna be 23-20 again. Watch that. Chargers versus Broncos. I'm gonna go Broncos in that one. Panthers versus Jaguars. I'm going Jaguars. Steelers versus Seahawks. I'll go the Steelers this time. Lions versus Cowboys. I'm actually going the Lions. Cardinals versus Eagles. I don't think the Eagles are gonna have a week 17. Surprise again. Ha. I think Eagles win it. Rams versus Giants. I'll go Giants. 49ers versus Mariners. I'll go 49ers. Saints versus Bucks. I'll go Saints. Falcons versus Bears. I'll go Bears on that one. And Packers versus Vikings. I'll go Vikings. All right, final week. Jets versus Patriots. I think the Jets win it. Bills versus Dolphins. I think the Bills will beat them. Steelers versus Ravens. I'll go. I think the Steelers will beat them. Browns versus Bengals. Bengals. Texans versus Colts. I'll go Colts on this one. Jacksonville versus Tennessee. I'll go Jacksonville. Chiefs versus Chargers. I think the Chiefs are gonna win. Broncos versus Raiders. I'm gonna go Broncos. Buccaneers versus Panthers. I'll go Panthers. Cowboys versus Manders. I'll go Cowboys. Eagles versus Giants. I'll go Eagles in this one. Let's see. Vikings versus Lions. I'll go Lions. Bears versus Packers. I'll go Bears. Okay, let's see. Falcons versus Saints. I'm gonna go with the Saints in this one. Excuse me. Seahawks versus Cardinals. I'll go Seahawks. Rams versus 49ers. I'll go 49ers. All right, here's what it looks like. A lot of good teams are making the playoffs. All right, here we go. Let me double check everything's correct. Wow, a lot of good. Look at number 8. 10-7, 10-7. Wow. The Bills and the Ravens won't make it. I think it's gonna be really competitive though this year. I think let's see, and 8 Cowboys. I think you're barely miss it. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good teams gonna miss the playoffs. I don't think we're ever gonna see. I don't think we're gonna see any losing record teams this year. Here we go. Next up. All right. All right, let's see. AFC playoffs. Steelers versus the Chiefs. Dolphins versus the Jets. I'll go Jets, and then I'll take the Bengals to beat the Broncos. I got the wild card 100% correct. One time. Yeah. That one time. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry. NFC. Actually, I'll move out the way. Saints versus. I hate to say it, but I think the Bears are going to beat them. In that case, Seahawks versus Giants. I'll go Giants there, and Eagles versus 49ers. I think the 49ers will beat them. All right, moving on. Here we go. Jets versus the Bengals. I hate to say it. I think the Jets are going to beat them. Chiefs versus Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are going to beat them. NFC. Giants versus the 49ers. I think the 49ers are going to beat them. And Bears versus Lions. I think the Lions are going to beat them. Yeah. All right. Conference championship. AFC. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the Jaguars on that one. I think they'll beat them by a little bit. And 49ers versus Lions. I think the Lions are going to win it. And here we go. Lions versus the Jaguars in Super Bowl 58. I think that's what it is. Yeah. I'm going to go. This is hard. I think it'll be a really good game. I think the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl. There you go. I'll save the image. Wait, hold up. There we go. Oh, shoot. Will they make the Super Bowl? All right, now let's analyze every team. All right, there you go. Jaguars, I think they're going to be really good. They looked really good at the end of last year, so I think they're going to capitalize on that and be even better. Colts, I think they're going to be a bit better with Shane Steichen. I think it's their coach. I think they'll have a respectable 9-8. Texans, they're going to be better. I think. I don't think they're going to be great still. They're 8-9, which is not terrible. Titans, they're not going to be great this season. Bengals, I think it'd be great, very good. I think that defense is going to catch up to them in the playoffs. I still think they're going to make it all the way past the Jets. Steelers, I think Kenny Pickett's going to finally start to be really good. Ravens, I think they'll be really good, very good still. Oh wait, very competitive AFC. I just don't think it's be enough. Browns, I think they're going to have the same exact season as last season, basically. They're just going to be okay. I mean, they're just going to be pretty. They're not going to be very good. Jets with Aaron Rodgers, they got a lot of talent on that team, so I can see them going. Honestly, they could go all the way. See, Dolphins, Dolphins, I think they're going to be. I think they'll be very good. Even if Tua's going to, they look great. They look good with Star Thompson. Yeah, I said Jets. Yeah, the Jets are going to be great. There we go. That Dolphins, yeah, they're gonna be good. Bills, think they're gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a little kind of a down season, but still they'll be good. But it's not gonna be enough to make the playoffs. Patriots, they're just kind of boring. They're just kind of there. Chiefs, they're gonna be the Chiefs. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be as good, but it's gonna be very good. Broncos, I think with Sean Payton, they're gonna save that. He's gonna save that team. Like Brian Davis saved the Giants. Chargers, they had a respectable season. I don't think they're gonna make it. No, this is the division game. They're gonna catch up to them. Raiders, I'm sorry, but they're just not gonna be great. They need a new coach. Lions, I think they'll be really good. I think that they're gonna be the team to beat next season. I think they're gonna be like they have a lot of good talent. I think Jared Goff's gonna start emerging finally. I mean, he's been to the Super Bowl before, so I think they got Montgomery and Gibbs on that team. Okay. Bears are gonna have a lot of young talent, so I think they'll be very good. Packers, it's gonna be a rebuild. And Vikings, they got away with a lot of stuff last season. I think they're gonna drop off like the Cardinals did last season from 2021 to 2022. Went from like being undefeated a lot most of the season to really being bad. Yeah. 49ers, I think they're gonna tank heavily. The Vikings, not the 49ers, I think the Vikings tank heavily. 49ers, I think they're gonna be really good, they're gonna be dangerous. The Seahawks, I think that they're gonna be very good. Even with I think Geno Smith is gonna start get even better. Yeah. Rams, they need some help. And Cardinals, they all have first round pick next season, so that's good. And Cardinals, they're not gonna be good. Yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna be very good. They lost Kyler. Giants, Giants be very good, I think. They're gonna start get a lot better. Even better, honestly. Eagles, I think they'll be still very good. Still be good. I don't know if they could cap. I don't think they're exactly gonna capitalize class. They have a tougher schedule, so I think they are gonna fall a little bit. Cowboys respectable 9-8, but I just thought it's not gonna be enough. And Commanders, I know. They're just. I think they're just behind the Dan Snyder's gone. Saints. I think they're gonna have a really easy schedule. That's why they're going 11-6. I'm saying this as a fan. I just think they're having a really easy schedule, so I think that's why they're gonna look good. But I don't think they're gonna lose in the first round. Yeah. Falcons. They'll be the second best team. I don't know if Arthur Smith has what it needs to take to be good. Panthers, I know they have Bryce Young, but they don't really have any wide receivers on that team. They don't have really many other weapons on that team. I don't know why. I don't think they're gonna be great. Buccaneers are gonna tank. They're not gonna be good. They were bad with Tom Brady last year. Yes, with Tom Brady last year. I don't think they'd be good. Here's a draft order. Buccaneers. Look at this. I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but what do I know? Yeah, it's probably some trade. I don't know if this is with trades or not. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. And the NFL's be very good again next season. Yeah. Anyways, y'all. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Goodbye. See you on the next one. Peace. And who do you think's gonna be good next season? See you on the next one. Peace.